We're making sure that we're not obligated to the inmate, that we're not dependent on the inmate. But that's why we're put in this position. We have to be better than them. Because if we don't respect ourselves, we can't expect the public to. How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi, host of Tier Talk. I had an interesting email sent my way. It was in regards to experienced staff and how we're losing them by the droves, especially, with stuff that we have going on. We lost a hero in Minnesota, and there's staff that have left that facility. And again, they're trying to understand why they're leaving. But I think for the most part, especially after they interviewed this one sergeant there, that they're leaving because they don't feel protected. And with the experience they have, they feel that something else is about ready to come down the line. The email also states that, experienced staff, they feel, can be replaced by new boots with intense training. And, it's like, listen, I understand the training, and we do need that training. But the training is also meant to be balanced or partnered with experience. You don't send somebody with intensive training blindly into the facility. They still need to be guided into how that facility works. So when we get back from our sponsors, I want to talk about the importance of experienced staff and how we balance that with the new. But I definitely want to talk about it now because I don't want people to minimize the importance of experience, because we are losing experience. And if we're going to get incentives to keep people or to invite, I want them to focus on both, not just the inviting of the new. I want them to focus on the keeping of those with experience. So guys, remember, the show Tier Talk's for you brave men and women that work behind the wall. So if you haven't, please subscribe, interact, engage, comment, hit that bell. That bell will notify you every time I post up a video. I stand by for our sponsors.
I wanted to attend a university that had an intelligence program. I wanted to look at problems different. I wanted to increase my critical thinking abilities. AMU offered those avenues to expand. Obtaining your degree as an adult, you're actually paying yourself and investing in yourself. You can't put a dollar on it. It's priceless. It's something that can never be taken away from you.
American Military University. Learn from the leader.
Being a corrections officer takes its toll on even the strongest individuals. The constant need to perform at the highest level, putting your life at risk in a hostile environment, and the mental scarring of traumatic experiences. 31% of corrections officers show symptoms of PTSD, and 66% of people with PTSD also suffer with a substance abuse problem. The Transformations First Responders program is specially designed to help veterans and officers heal from the grips of addiction and PTSD in a comfortable, supportive, and serene setting. You are not alone. If you have questions about the services we offer, give us a call at 866-762-8454 to get more information on this affordable and life-changing program.
Thank you guys for listening to our sponsors. It's crazy because I think at this point we should know how important experience is, especially in corrections. We never want to minimize the importance of experience. Now, I know for some agencies, the ones that have academies first, the academies have evolved. Some of the individuals that are coming in from the academy, if that's how your agency works, if they send them to the academy first before on-the-job training, they developed new classes that really deal with safety and security. It's supposed to be a step up. And sometimes those people coming out of the academy may feel that they're superior to the officers with experience because of the training that they've received. And unfortunately, this email makes it seem like that the person who sent me the email actually believes that. You got to realize something. With what we're going through in corrections, we need a balanced approach to keep and invite. But if we're just focusing on one, which is the invitation of new people to corrections, where's the experience to guide them their way? You got to realize something. The academy is just a foundation. You need to have experienced people teach you how to navigate through these facilities. Teach you how to navigate around certain individuals that they may know. Because again, inmates, they play games. So experience is going to help these new officers know who it is that they're dealing with. But again, the academy is the foundation so we can understand the perspective of experience. If that makes any sense. Without a foundation, you're not going to be able to understand the information that's going to come your way. But with that said, that's just a foundation. You still have another whole part of education coming your way, which is the meat and potatoes of corrections, those with experience who have hands-on. You got to realize something. The classroom is one thing, but being in the field, working it every day is a whole different animal. And we should be honored to get that type of training. Never minimize experience. Never minimize the importance of learning from somebody with experience, because that brings the balance to what's being taught at the academy before you have that on-the-job training. And we get experience every day. So even someone with 5 or 10, 15, 20, 25 years in can learn something new. It's just the nature of the field that we're in. But to have this little back and forth, professionally, of course, very constructive, because I'm trying to understand his perspective as well. I feel that people don't understand that when we're battling against understaffing and trying to get our numbers up, we can't just focus on just the incentive for the new. Yeah, we want new and qualified people, but we also need to get that experience in. We need to fight for keeping those with experience on the job so they can navigate the people that are new, that are coming into this field blindly. It's very, very important. When I'm reading these articles and watching these news programs that show that there's people with experience that are now leaving these correctional facilities because they fear that they're not being protected and that the job has become a lot more dangerous because they're not being protected, we have to listen to that, because that's someone that's walked the walk, that's been behind the wall. They don't just read about it, they live it, they feel it. You know, when we send someone to classroom training, however it's done, sometimes the books that they read, we don't even know if they ever worked in a facility, those authors. But what complements that training is, okay, you read these books, now let me introduce you to someone who's worked in the field, who can bring a balance to what you just learned. So again, just to kind of comment on the email and just kind of go back and forth, don't ever minimize the importance of experience. It will bring balance to you and your career if you learn what they have to offer. It will protect you. Without balance, we're going into this job blindly, and this is not a job that you want to enter in blindly. Just a very good email, definitely a noteworthy topic. And for those experienced, when they have something to say, we need to listen. We need to listen. And now the efforts to get staff, it's not just inviting staff, it's to maintain experienced staff. So we need to find a balance with that approach as well. It's not just putting 100% effort in inviting new people for the job. It's also putting some effort as how do we keep those with experience? Because without experience, these new people on the job are going to be going in blindly and they're not going to be doing us any good. The experience balances out the new. As always, guys, the show is Tier Talk. Please, if you haven't subscribed, interact, engage, comment, hit that bell. That bell will notify you every time I post up a video. As always, guys, stay safe.